Sridhar was a waiter in Keshav and his wife Leela's small restaurant. While Keshav was quiet and kind, but Leela was mean and selfish. She considered Sridhar as a liability. She would not give him enough money or food, made him work very hard and found many ways to trouble him. Keshav could never gather the courage to stop his wife from treating Sridhar so badly. One day, Leela told Keshav to get firewood for the furnace. Obediently, he went to the nearby forest with his axe and chopped some wood. Then he bundled the sticks and returned as it was getting dark. On seeing him, Leela shouted,
Look how late you are. What took you so long? Is this any time to come home? When will I light the kitchen fire and when will I cook?
Then, looking carefully, she asked,
Where is the axe? If you have left it in the forest, you have to return right now and get it. I will not allow you to enter the house without it.
Sridhar had to walk back into the forest in the dark. The shadows were dense and there was no moonlight to help him either. He searched everywhere but could not find the axe. Without realizing it, he wandered deeper and deeper into the forest as he searched. Suddenly, storm clouds gathered and rain started pouring down. Sridhar spotted a flicker of light in the distance and ran towards it. The light was coming from a fire which had been lit inside a small cave. Sridhar dashed in and, to his surprise, saw his axe lying in the cave next to the firewood. Then, as he looked carefully, some dwarves emerged from the shadows. Without taking any notice of him, they gathered around the fire and, holding hands, began to dance. As he stood and watched them in amazement, an old dwarf with a long white beard came up to him and said,
Come and join our dance.
But Sridhar was wonderstruck and did not know what to do. He noticed that the fire was starting to burn out, so he broke the firewood into smaller pieces and fed the fire. The night passed with the dwarves dancing and Sridhar feeding the fire with fresh wood. When it looked like dying out, the old dwarf said,
You helped us so much last night. We have a gift for you. Here is a fan. Whenever you desire something, just wave the fan gently and ask for it. When you have got enough, whisper, Enough, enough, enough 3 times and it will stop producing the objects.
Saying this, he handed Sridhar what looked like an ordinary fan. Then the group of dwarves swiftly melted into the forest. Sridhar could not believe his luck. Just to try out the fan, he waved it in the air and said, Get me a hot meal. As soon as he said this, dishes started falling from the sky, each filled with all kinds of delicious food. Sridhar whispered hurriedly, Enough, enough, enough. And the dishes stopped appearing. Sridhar sat down and ate a hearty meal, his first in many years. When he laid down in the shade of a large tree and pondered what he should do next, he decided not to go back to his master's house. Instead, he went to a beautiful town near the sea. And there he built a house, made money, and never wanted anything, thanks to the magic fan. When Keshav heard that Sridhar was now living in a town near the sea and was very prosperous, they became jealous. They quickly packed their bags and went to meet him. Sridhar, who had always been very fond of his master, greeted them politely and asked them to spend as much time as they wanted in his house. Keshav and Leela were wonderstruck, seeing the riches Sridhar had acquired.
How is it that your silly worker has become so rich and we are still trying to make ends meet in the restaurant? You must ask him his secret tomorrow.
The next day, when Keshav questioned him, Sridhar told him,
Oh, I just got lucky. I was presented with a magic fan. When I wave it and ask for what I want, the fan produces it out of thin air. And when I have enough,
That's nice. May God bless you.
Keshav did not have the patience to hear anymore. Then he ran to tell Laila the story. Her greedy eyes glittered. When she heard it, she had to get her hands on that fan. That night, when everyone was asleep, she made Keshav creep into the room where the fan was kept and steal it. Then the two of them ran out of the house, clutching the fan and bags filled with valuables stolen from Sridhar's house. They ran till they reached the harbor. A big ship was just about to leave. Leela said,
Why don't we leave this country once and for all? With this fan, we can make a good life for ourselves in any place.
As usual, Keshav agreed and the two boarded the ship. Seeing them, the captain asked,
Are you two new around here? Who are you?
Leela quickly answered,
My husband is a salt merchant. We are going to other countries to try and sell salt there. Our bags contain only salt.
Next day at lunchtime, the cook of the ship came and complained to the captain.
My new helper boy left the sack of salt at the harbor. We are without any salt in the kitchen. How will I serve food to the passengers?
The captain immediately remembered the salt merchant Keshav, who was on his ship.
Don't worry, I'll get some salt for you. If you don't mind, can we buy one sack of salt from you for the ship's kitchen?
Keshav had to say yes. He and Leela went to a corner of the ship and waved the fan. They said,
Give us salt. Give us salt.
Immediately, sacks full of salt started falling from the sky, but the couple did not know how to stop the magic fan.
Stop.
They yelled. Still, the sacks kept falling.
Stop. Cease. Halt. Discontinued.
They shouted, but they never got the right words. Many sacks of salt fell from the sky. The ship overturned and sank. The salt spilled into the sea. It rained salt sacks for many days, till the dwarves heard about it and made the fan stop with their magic. But by then, the sea was full of salt, which had dissolved in the water, and the sea remained salty forever.